Hey,
Ayo.
welcome back, everybody. Yeah, yes, thank you. Happy to be here. You're too kind. Thank you. That's enough. Okay, all right.
How long is it, like a minute? Like
It's up
60
to them.
seconds?
They're just feeling it. I have
From
no
a
control
live
over
studio audience in Orlando, Florida.
it. Welcome back to Remain Room Return, everybody. Like, follow, subscribe, comment. You know what to do, or
Have you
do nothing.
have you ever been to like a live audience show? Like, I know I'm not describing this. Like,
You
not
mean like a
not the
TV show?
yeah.
I don't think I have. I've been to the studios where they shoot them
Yes.
and done like tours and stuff, but I
Yes.
don't think I've seen a live thing.
I have once, and it
What?
was I got to see Double Dare live.
Wow, the Nickelodeon thing?
Yes.
Cool.
So, because in Orlando in the 90s, at least the mid 90s, I'm trying to remember when we went.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like, it had to be like 96 ish.
Okay.
Like,
So you're like 5.
yeah, like the Universal Studios in Orlando actually did, that's where they actually did, like, it was actually a studio and like less of a theme park, I think, at that point.
That's cool.
And so, yeah, got to see Double Dare live, which was, as a 5-year-old, pretty exciting.
Do you remember much of it?
Again, it's one of the, I think we've talked about it on this before. Like, with some of your memories, you're not sure if you fully remember them, or you've seen the pictures,
Sure.
and that's how you remember them. And I think I probably remember it more from the pictures than the actual thing happening.
Yeah. Or you could be like my brain, and even when you see pictures, you still don't believe that actually
You're like,
happened.
who's this ugly fuck?
Who is this idiot? That's not me.
That's you, Damien. It's clearly you.
AI from the 90s.
Does anything tape live?
Oh,
Like,
of course. Yeah.
I guess you have your America's Got Talent.
Yeah, those things. And then, like, I don't know, the sitcoms and stuff still have people there live. They're watching the actual episode unfold.
I know, like, late night and like stuff like that is. How hard is it to get tickets, do you think? You're in LA, you can probably get
well, it's
tickets.
funny. I've had a tab open on my phone for about 3 years now of where you can just click to get tickets. The issue is they sell out really, because like you don't buy them, they're
request
free.
Yeah,
so they not sell out, but they're not available after 2 minutes of being available. So I just never get a chance. But I know multiple people who have gone to multiple recordings.
Yeah.
So it's just timing. If you can get on there, it's free.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, do you have any examples
of Big Bang Theory? Somebody went to the Oprah, like some of the Oprah shows back in the days.
You just named 2 TV shows that are been done for years.
Any current?
They saw the Twilight Zone live.
They saw Twilight live.
They saw the Lucy show.
Lucy, I Love Lucy.
Yeah, I Love Lucy.
In black and white. Oh man, I'm having a hard time waking up today, which I know is no excuse compared to the reason you're sleepy. But we got home super late last night because we went to a last minute comedy show that we did not know was happening, and we just happened to be in the area and saw that Harlan Williams was in town, and I was like, fuck yeah, I've always wanted to see him.
Irvine or
Brea?
Okay, yeah. I didn't know Brea had a comedy establishment.
It's so we always go to the Irvine Improv. This is the Brea Improv.
Okay.
And then they have the Hollywood Improv.
I'm guessing all Hollywood Improv's the better one.
It's like the main one.
Yeah.
But all 3 of them are great. But we had never been to the Brea one until last night, so that was fun. But we went to the late show, so it was set to start at 9:30, but they didn't finish seating people until almost 10 because it was sold out.
Wow. So yeah, it's actually kind of amazing you got tickets.
Yeah, and then so it started around 10. We headed home at like 11:30, and then we get on the freeway, and about 10 minutes into the freeway, all the traffic just completely stops. Just dead stop Saturday night, heading east. I don't know how you come to a stop heading east.
Yeah.
And then we find out, oh, the freeway is just closed.
Like construction, or there was an accident.
So there were no signs. There was no warning. You just get on the freeway about your merry business, and all of a sudden it goes from the full freeway down one lane, down another lane, down another lane, and then it goes to one lane, and then it forces you to exit because the entire freeway is blocked off on the 605 heading east. So everybody went from 6 lanes down to 1, and then had to exit and not take the freeway the rest of the way. So what usually takes about 27 minutes took about an hour.
Oof.
So we didn't get home until almost 1 a.m.
Yeah.
It was rough. Why are you tired?
Because I have a baby. That's why I'm tired. Because I guess babies have sleep regressions. So like they'll sleep fine, which
like
he has
transgressions.
Yes, transgressions.
Like he has to ask for forgiveness before he can sleep again.
And so it's like usually they happen like when some big like development or like developmental thing they're going to do happen. So it's kind of cool. You're like, oh, some cool shit's about to happen, but also why do you have to wake up at like 2 a.m. just screaming? And then as like just can't console him for like a half an hour. So it's just you're holding a screaming, crying baby for like a half an hour.
Maybe it's because he's like a month away from turning the big ONE.
Yeah.
And like he's fighting
he's not
it like
dog. We can say he's one.
I just didn't know if he could spell yet.
Yes. Do you want to go to the VET?
But maybe he's like trying to fight age. You know, age comes for us all. Maybe he's just fighting it.
Yeah. Or he's just fighting me, it seems like.
Which is fair. I've wanted to do it for years. So I'm glad somebody's doing it.
But also didn't help. I then proceeded to still wake up at 5:30 and then go on a 16-mile run. So
well,
brag.
There you go. Humble brag. No big deal.
That's why I'm a little tired, Mr. I got stuck in traffic.
This is for you.
I didn't use Apple Maps on my way home to know that the freeway was shut down.
Boo.
There are sometimes like nowadays where like Lincoln.
It wasn't on the GPS, by the way. So
it wasn't.
There was no signs. It was not on the GPS. Nobody knew about it.
Which is so funny. Like, cause usually, like, even if there isn't, like, it will show like a red line eventually. Because maybe you hit it like right as they were shutting it down.
I think I did. Yeah, because it wasn't there. So it didn't turn red until we were all stopped. And even the red part was just where we were. It wasn't because it'll say it'll have the red forever until it's not anymore. It was just the one section we were in was red, and I was like, oh, there must be an accident.
Yeah.
And then you get to the end of it, and you're like, Jesus Christ, it's just closed. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I do love how like as you were probably driving, you're like, oh, one lane's closed.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. And then it goes down to the 2 lane.
Yep.
Like 2 lanes closed. And then at least they staggered it versus
they did
the way Nebraska would do it. Just be like, bitch, closed down.
Closed now.
Good luck.
Yeah, no warning. But I mean, it's so funny. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of people, hundreds and hundreds of cars, I should say, on this freeway. Everybody's inconvenienced. Everybody's stopped. Everybody's going at a snail's pace. And you get these people going through the cones to the left because they started closing from the left, right? So like the HOV lane was first, and then the passing lane, and then blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You get all these people going through the cones, speeding through the HOV lanes, and then people going onto the right shoulder and passing you that way. So all of us are stuck, and you have these fucking really intelligent people who are just trying to speed past us, and the highway's just closed up ahead with nowhere to go.
I love how like essentially I'm under the standing of Los Angeles just has no traffic consequences.
Not really. Honestly, you rarely see people unless there's an accident. You rarely see any cops or anything.
Yeah. Versus like here, there would be like 4 cops, and it's like a double fine if you're doing something in a construction zone.
Yeah, no lights, by the way. No like police lights warning you. It was just cones. Just it's like, okay. I mean, sure. So that was fun.
It just there was a very small earthquake just on the freeway.
I was a little worried about that, to be honest, because we were on the like the overpass. And I was like, oh shit, what if there was like a collapse or something? But people were coming the other direction. So
Okay.
I was like, okay, it's not that. But I was nervous about that.
Particular. How was the comedy show Harland?
Oh my god, dude. From the second he stepped on stage, he just annihilated.
I don't know much of his comedy. I know he was the lead actor in the film Rocket Man, I believe.
Correct.
And then
he was in Dumb and Dumber.
Yep, he was the cop in Dumb and Dumber.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Down Periscope, I believe.
Correct. He was in Half Baked.
Yeah.
He also has a new movie, The Wingman, that he wrote, produced, and was the lead actor in. And then his podcast is hilarious, The Heartland Highway. Yeah. I've been into his comedy for a very, very long time. Yeah. I had never gotten to see him. So it just happened that we were in Brea having dinner with our niece, and the restaurant that we ate at is directly attached to the Improv.
Ah.
And so we were walking in, and I was like, oh shit, Harlan's here tonight. So I pulled it up, and I was like, the late night still has tickets, and we bought them.
Were they pretty affordable?
$30.
That's like each. That's like Omaha prices for a comedian you've like most people might have heard of, or if you were to describe him, he was the cop in Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, the dolphin noise guy. Everybody knows him. Sipping on Grandpa's old cough medicine. So yeah, he was very funny.
How are the openers?
Good. Nick Hoff was his direct opener, and then the MC of the night was, oh man, now at Kiki something. I'd have to look. I've never heard of her before.
Yeah,
but she was very funny as well. So yeah, it was fun. I mean, he's such a different type of comic.
I could see that just based off of like his acting abilities.
Yeah, like you could tell he had material.
Yeah,
but for the most part, he did 60 straight minutes of fucking around, just being silly. And I told Abby, I was like, I don't know if you're gonna like him that much because he's just so weird. And Abby was cry laughing the entire time. So it's just that is, and it's funny because he's been in the game for like 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so you go, oh, that's somebody who's been in the game for 30 years where he can just get up and fuck around. But the juxtaposition between somebody like him and then Greg Fitzsimmons, who we also saw at an improv show, and he's been doing it for 30 years, and Abby could not stand him. So it's just funny where it's like they've both been in the game about as long, and one killed and one didn't.
Yeah, because even like going to setting, like if you're in a comedy place and other people are around you laughing, I think it adds to it. Like, you almost feel not obligated to laugh, but like you're hoping it's going to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're the two people at the Harlan show last night who did not like that he was making jokes about you've never been around snow, and started talking about snow and gay people fucking in the snow and calling them snow anals instead of snow angels. And it was destroying the room except for these two other people who got up and yelled, "You're a bitch for making that joke." And he goes, yeah, I am. And then just like continued, and they just got up and left. I don't know how that was something that made people heckle and leave, but I mean, to each their own, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess it's where they like anti-gay or pro-gay? It's hard to tell from the bit.
I don't know. And he wasn't, there was nothing disparaging. He was just like snow anals. It was a way to get to that punchline. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't disparaging in any way. He was just talking about gay people fucking in the snow and making snow anals. I was like, that. I mean, if that's your breaking point, why are you at a comedy show?
That's true. Yeah, it's always interesting. People who like, what did you expect when you were going to a certain comic? Like,
yeah,
I know I'm not going to go to a Rife show and have a good time.
Right. And I mean, come on, that of all things, I don't know. But hey, to each their own. At least my whole thing though is you could have just left. You didn't need to interrupt the whole show.
Is that technically, would you consider a heckler?
I would. I think anybody who isn't
unpromptedly,
who isn't participating in the crowd work or the whatever, that's a heckler. So even if you're trying to, because I've seen quote unquote hecklers who are actually not trying to be rude or whatever. True. They're trying to,
participate.
I saw it at the AYG show when I saw them live. This dude behind us was like, "I fucking love you guys," and was just yelling all this stuff, but loved them. Wasn't trying to be mean. Was trying to show support, and they kicked him out because they were like, "You're interrupting everybody's set. It's ridiculous." So they're like, "We love you. I appreciate you, but you can't keep doing this."
It sounds like more of a scenario where he was too drunk to be where he was.
He was wasted.
And at that point, though, like at a comedy, if you're that wasted at a comedy show, it's like, are you remembering any of it?
No, not a chance. Like, so, yeah, no, it was a great show. He killed. We were both just cry laughing the entire time. He's such a silly little goose.
Mm-hmm.
But Abby was like, I love his words, like his terms of affection when he's doing his crowd work or talking to people. He's like, "What do you do for a living, my tender love?" just shit like that. He's just very, very unique. And so I'm glad that Abby had a good time, because I was like, this is a hit or miss for her. I don't know if she's going to like it, and she loved it. So,
yep, I have done that with Abby with concerts, and it's been a lot of misses. I think
what was the worst miss so far?
I took her to see Less Than Jake because Abby does not like ska at all.
I was like, that's a very specific brand of music.
It is, and I really enjoy ska. And I kind of knew like she didn't, but I was like, Less Than Jake at least is more on the rock side, I would say. Like, of all ska, the most like palatable of them, and not for her.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I don't hate them by any means, but yeah, it's I could see why it would be a tough listen.
Yeah, it was a good show. They performed very well, but
you're like, we didn't speak on the way home, but it was a great show.
Yes. I think it helped though. Like, it was at least we were already here in Lincoln. It was in Lincoln, and it was like at the music venue that was like only 10 minutes away from where we lived. So
that's
like,
nice. So it was only 10 minutes of silence.
Yeah, versus like had it been up in Omaha, it would have been like an hour and a half of.
You just turn on Less Than Jake, turn it up. Insult to injury.
Yes, I think her problem was she liked one song, like their main song. She really like. Nah, I wouldn't say really liked. She tolerated, I think, and then the rest was just no, not for her. It gets a little too ska-y I could see at some points, and so
I could see that. So not to go back, because I actually had a question before we got off topic or on a different.
Were we ever on topic?
I don't know.
We ever on topic?
I don't think so. So you
tell us, listeners. Comment, like, subscribe,
or don't do anything.
But let us know if we're ever on topic.
Sure. You were saying that you can't sleep because the baby's kind of like regressing in sleep, and that's why you're tired. So you're not sleeping. Is there anything that you've been able to find that is helping? Or is this just just happening right now for the first time?
No, it happens like every milestone, like big milestone. You just gotta like get through it.
Yeah.
And so like for a bit there, he has like a rocker recliner in his room. And so like I was sleeping like holding him for like a while there. Like and
while
it
he's
fucked
crying.
up. Well, like that would be the only thing that would like not have him cry would just be me holding him. But also I would be very tired, and so I would just like clink up in the recliner and then like wake up when Abby would come wake us up in the morning.
That's tough. So nothing really helps him get back to sleep other than that?
Yeah, no, and it's like a wailing crying too. Like not just like, wah! It's like it's full screams like
humpback or like killer?
Probably more like a killer whale. I guess I don't really know what a killer whale like. Dolphin. I guess we're going with
Imagine
dolphin.
I had all these soundboards. I asked you this question to set you up for sounds.
No, because a humpback whale would be more like relaxing. Ooh. Are they scream? Is that their scream, or is that just them? Do they scream? Let's get a marine biologist on here.
What if they go, ooh, but then when they scream, it's ah! That would be terrifying. You're in the ocean and you just hear like a blood curdling scream, and it's just whales. That would be crazy.
There's got to be something at the like bottom of the ocean that just screams, but it's so far deep we can't hear them.
I mean, if you believe in sirens,
it's true.
I guess they sing though, huh? Not necessarily scream. Maybe they're like death metal sirens.
Are you just talking about the band Sleeping with Sirens?
I am actually. Their new album fucking rules, by the way. Check out their new album. It's really good. I bought tickets to see them, matter of fact.
Ooh,
they're coming to LA.
At the fucking House of Blues?
At SeaWorld. With the whales.
San Diego has a SeaWorld, right?
I think so, yeah.
I don't think they have whales anymore. Or did they get rid of all of them?
I don't know. I don't go to places like that anymore. I swam with dolphins once, and it was awesome.
I've seen video evidence of this.
Yeah, it was awesome. But I would never do something like that again. I felt bad instantly, but it was really cool.
That's like, yeah, I, of course, went as a child to SeaWorld, and it's like, now it seems bad, but again, also I was a child.
Yeah.
Because one of the songs the baby is enjoying is Baby Beluga. And I was like, oh, I've seen a beluga whale. And I was like, what? And I was like, SeaWorld.
You only have to feel bad because they're like a different species, but maybe if they ever create like Rat World or Gerbil World, we'll feel more at home.
There is a place called Lemur World but they also are terrible. The only reason I know about them is because they had like 10 lemurs die. Intervention. Not part of the, I don't know what the accreditation for AZA probably.
America Zoo Association.
Something like that. There's a certain accreditation. Those are like the places you are supposed to go to, like actual like ethical zoos. So like Omaha Zoo's on there, San Diego, of course, and like I think like 50 others. But like if you don't go to one on that list, then you're a fucking terrible person, listener.
And you know what they do with those dead lemurs?
You think Taco Bell can afford lemur meat?
Well, post-mortem. It's cheaper.
I still think that would go high on like the weird exotic meat market.
I think the fur is the expensive part, right? The meat is just meat.
The pelt.
Pelt you with a lemur skin.
Instead of like a raccoon hat, you got a lemur hat.
Do you think you'd be able to tell the difference?
Probably.
Well, this brings me to my next game. Raccoon hat or lemur hat? Bring them out.
I have to imagine lemur fur can't be that warm. They're like from the continent of Africa.
That's true.
It can't be that warm.
Are you looking for warmth or are you looking for style? Maybe
both,
that's
baby.
The difference.
Both.
Comfy and current.
I live in the Midwest, man. I need, those cold nights.
Maybe it's adaptable, like it's insulated during the cold, but it's thin enough during the heat.
Yeah, like
to like moisture wick
like raccoons do? Where do they live?
in the pillars of my house. They're always there.
Think about how adaptable those animals are. Like they can live in Los Angeles fine.
Mm-hmm.
They can live in Nebraska just fine, I guess. Like
Yeah.
think how hardy that animal is. They survive the winters and the summers of the Midwest.
I think they are the next in line after humans disappear. I think they're the next dominant species.
They're the ones who step up.
Yeah. Like a lot of people think it would be Planet of the Apes. No. It would be Planet of the Rakens.
I did learn an interesting fact. Besides humans and, of course, apes, guinea pigs are the only other animal that can get scurvy.
Correct!
I love how you had that button like you knew that fact already.
Of course I did. You think I don't know about scurvy?
Yes.
Wait, yes, I do know about scurvy. Yes, I don't know about scurvy.
Both.
You tell me. Oh, what are we even doing here, man? I never even know anymore.
Yeah, neither do I.
We're just here for the laughs, am I right, kid?
Okay, so when you found that, it said baby laugh. That's what it said, right?
Yes.
I think I would disown my son if he laughed like that.
Well, you said
I would think
he's got sleep regression because there's a big change coming.
If I heard that over the baby monitor at night.
Oh, no.
I think I would have to start believing like you and the spooky ladies that there's, I don't know, passengers or exorcisms. What demons? Yeah. What, like, I guess I'm now misquoting. I know exorcist is to get the demon out, right?
Uh-huh.
How does the demon get in?
Possession.
Did they go over that? Like
That's demon called possession.
Like, but how?
They like infiltrate the body somehow. I don't know how, but it's like demonic possession. I'm not sure how it happens. I think they prey on like weak people or people who are going through trauma, or if you're fucking around with a Ouija board, or if you're just looking for a good time.
So they're like the like sexual predators kind of.
You could say that. They just want to be inside you.
I'm what's inside you.
God, no. Demon possess me. Get Christian out of here.
That's a quote from the television show 30 Rock.
I thought you were going to say Teletubbies.
No, I've never seen that, actually. I don't think they talk, though. I think they just make noises.
They absolutely talk. They say their names.
I guess that's technically talking. Christian. Imagine if we talked like that.
Don't forget about the new.
Oh, is that the weird vacuum thing?
Yeah, dude. Sucking up their goo.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of children's television show, I have made a PowerPoint for you.
Of?
The show Bluey, because I think I messaged you.
Oh, you actually did this?
Yes.
All right.
Because it's one of the best shows ever. Okay,
hold on. Let me get this set up.
Let's see how I share my screen with Riverside.
Oh, that was too early. All right, you tell me when you're ready.
Okay. Ready? Yeah.
Oh. Wrong one.
Nope, not sure. Okay.
All right.
Can you see my screen?
Nope.
Nope. It says I'm sharing.
I do that at work all the time, by the way.
There we go.
They share their screen. Can you see my screen? I can't, actually.
I don't do that at work because I would actually have to I feel like that would
have
just
to fix it.
I would have to fix it, or it just causes more friction where I'm trying to get through this meeting as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, no, yeah, let's get this over. This is probably should have been an email. Let's just get this over. All right. So the show Bluey.
The show Bluey. I also like just no frills here.
Nope.
This is Bluey.
Bluey. All right. So the basics. It's a kids show from Australia. It's about great. This is as good as my notes from this Charles Starkweather episode we did.
The fact that I can read it is a step up, though.
Yep. 6-year-old blue heeler puppy named Bluey, her little sister, and their parents. Started in 2018, 3 seasons, of course, for 154 episodes.
Dude, and, is that the most episodes in 3 seasons in history, do you think?
Probably, because each episode is only 7 minutes. So, like, when you think about it, 3 episodes is like the length of a normal. So,
sure.
And so this, really only like 20 episodes a season.
And so this only went 3 seasons. Is it so 2018, 19, and 20? So they did it a season a year? Okay.
So it hasn't been on for like 6 years, but it's like the most popular TV show.
And it's still...
Because it's that good.
So this is the Seinfeld of children's shows.
Pretty much. Except a little bit different because there's a movie that's coming out in a year.
Because there's character growth and there's an actual plot and...
Yeah, I would say there's quite a bit of character growth. Actually, like, probably we'll get into, I have a slide about it, actual like dealing with more adult problems than the show Seinfeld did.
That actually makes sense.
So yes, so the main characters. All right, can you see? I'm not sure. So
I'm guessing Bluey is the one in the middle.
Yes, nailed it. Actually, the back square is Bluey.
It's just a background character the whole time.
Yep,
the narrator.
Like Nick Jr. had Face, if you remember that.
Correct.
That's the show Bluey.
Okay, so Bluey's the one on the left, obviously.
Yes. Bluey, 6 years old. And then her sister is Bingo.
What is 6 years in dog years?
I don't know. So it's a weird thing where, like, one issue I maybe have with the show is, so of course they're dogs and there's no humans, but then there's like other animals. So like all the what would be considered like human or humanoids, I guess, are dogs. And then but they're still like kangaroos, but kangaroos are still just like kangaroos. Like they can't talk to the kangaroos.
So we have like a Pluto versus Goofy type of situation.
Yes. Got it. I think that's the best way to put it. Because they're also like crows. They're still just crows.
Fight like a crow.
And I'm trying to think of the other magpies, which is actually the jersey I'm wearing. Team of Australia.
As long as they don't bring out the cream pies, we're good.
Oh. We're talking about a kids show here, Damien.
Well, that's why I'm glad they didn't bring those out.
That's true.
And then different show.
And then the parents, Bandit's the dad. He's an archaeologist because he digs up bones.
Where are his tools?
His tools? I don't know, man. Also, like, they inconsistently wear clothes. Majority of the time, they don't wear clothes. But then, like, the episode we watched today, they were, like, at the beach, and the dad was wearing, like, a Speedo.
That seems counterintuitive, doesn't it?
It does. Or, like, yeah. I don't know when they wear clothes and when they don't. Or when the dad goes to, like, he works from home majority of the time, but when he goes in the office, he wears, like, a tie, but just a tie.
Just like you.
Yes.
So far, I'm seeing a lot of plot holes here. I'm seeing a lot of issues with
but the writing is very good otherwise.
Okay, fair enough.
And then the mom is Chili. She works at the airport, I think, as like TSA. So like she's a narc. No.
Yeah, sounds like it.
But yes, very, very, very good characters. And like
this is what it's like, by the way, at work for us listeners. This is us presenting at work.
yes,
Same exact thing.
Mm-hmm. Just calling out plot holes and
Yep.
good show. But they are like good parents. You're like, you watch the show and you're like, oh, I want to be parent like them.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just are good parents. All right, so those are the main characters.
Despite the nudity, of course.
Again, they're dogs, so.
But by wearing clothes, that means that they're admitting that they know that they're naked.
That's true. And like they also wear like jerseys sometimes when they cheer on like their rugby team. So like that's also a weird thing.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I need to look more into that, do some deeper research on clothed versus non-clothed.
It's just us writing it.
Yes. Fanfic.
Yeah.
All right, some other characters. So this is Stripe. This is Bandit's brother. He's also in a lot. And then Trixie is his wife. And then this is Muffin. And Muffin's 3 and my favorite character of the show because she is pure chaos.
Perfect. Love it. So this is aunt, uncle, and cousins.
Yep. And then Socks. And it's also interesting. So like with so Socks is still like a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know when it transitioned from being like, but it acts like a normal puppy, like in the human world. So like doesn't speak, like bites.
Okay.
And stuff. And so
hasn't gone through training yet.
Yeah. And like eventually they get these are the neighbors. They're in it quite a bit. And then these are the friends from school.
Okay. Cool.
So and it's also cool. You learn more about dogs. Of course, these are like blue heelers. Which can be different colors. So
fun fact, I actually lived with a blue heeler for a little while.
Probably had a lot of fucking energy.
It was, yeah.
They're can kind of be scary.
They're pretty scary. Those and what are those blue heelers and what's the ones that kind of look like them? Oh, dang it. Now I can't remember. Blue heelers and they're kind of like herd dogs.
Like, are you thinking of like an Australian Shepherd? Or like long or short hair?
Short hair. I'll think about it. Let me see.
So yeah, there's some more characters. They got all the different dogs, of course. And they all, of course, have their own like personalities, which is kind of cool. This dog back here is a border collie, of course, but he's from New Zealand, and so they are slightly racist against him.
Nice. Well, it's Kiwi.
Yeah. Yep.
Cattle dog, Australian cattle dog.
Which I think technically are...
Oh, that is a heeler.
Yeah. So that's another name for them.
Oh, okay. Short-haired Australian Shepherd.
Yep.
Okay. Anyways. Yeah, they can be scary because they're so energetic.
Well, they're
just like meat missiles.
Yeah, and like think about it, they were used to protect cattle and like sheep from fucking like wild dogs.
Right, dingo.
Dingo. There is a
Maybe
dingo.
That's why they don't like the Kiwi one, because it reminiscent of dingoes.
What are kind of Shibu Inus look like dingoes? They look very similar. Yeah. I think there's some. All the dogs are in here, and so
representation matters.
Yeah. Oh, setting. So the show takes place in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. And it's actually kind of cool, and get into this more in one of my other slides, of they do a really good job of like actually illustrating real places in Brisbane. Okay. And you know, it's a big thing for me of like authenticity of a show, where it's just like, I hate when shows are like, oh, we're taking place in the Midwest. And you're like, this isn't the Midwest. This is, you know, the Valley in LA or Stockton.
That was my biggest gripe about Middle Earth from Lord of the Rings. Like, that's not Middle Earth.
Yes. They did it. Okay. Middle Earth. They did a pretty good job of making it look like Middle Earth.
That's
or
true.
At least. I love how you point out I know that was supposed to be a bit, but the one that does the best job of looking like what you would think it would look like. That's been, people People spend thousands of dollars every year to go visit.
Every joke I make is layered
Yep.
intentionally, not because I just don't think things through, but because I'm that good. Yeah.
And so it's kind of cool. So yeah, they actually do put like real places of Brisbane. So if you're probably from Brisbane, that would be fun.
Yeah, that's cool. Do a Bluey tour.
You probably could. They probably do have those.
Yeah.
I know we talked about doing like studio tours, but have you done one where it's like wasn't filmed in a studio, but like did a tour of a place of like where a movie, like, I guess what I'm trying to say. So like, for example, when me and Abby were in Salisbury
steak.
Yes. Salzburg, Austria. Almost said Australia because it was dyslexia kicked in there because I can see it on my screen. We did the Sound of Music tour because that's Abby's like all-time favorite movie.
That would be cool.
And so we got to go to different places in Salzburg and like up into the mountains, like the filming locations,
like the actual on-site locations.
Yeah, where
I've never done that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I know we've talked about doing it for next time I come to LA to do for the Fast and the Furious.
Absolutely. And I want to do the most expensive version, which is, of course, the Lord of the Rings ones.
Yes. Have you met anyone who's done those?
Yes. Ash, shout out Ash and Rachel, two of our best friends who are from the UK. They're currently over a year of traveling right now.
How?
They packed up and sold all their stuff, got rid of their house, sold everything, and fucked off. Started in Japan, I think, and they went all the way from Japan all the way down to Australia, New Zealand, all of that stuff. They've been doing it over a year.
Would it be nice to be from like a developed country like the UK where you're like, oh, I can do that and still have health insurance?
Right, exactly. Yeah. And yeah, it's just
versus us where you would do that and not have a job and the first day have an asthma attack.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I'm healthy enough to do something like that.
And then they'll go back and still be protected.
Yes. Here, I believe they will arrest you for treason or something like that.
That's true. They'll stop you at the border and be like, no, I'm an American citizen. They're like, you haven't lived here for a year. No, you're fine. They would just see your vanilla face. And
even if you're not from here, just come on in at this point. Yeah. You're a Republican though, right?
Yeah. Can we search your phone real quick?
You don't have anything that would incriminate you in anything, do you?
You just run.
I don't have a podcast, that's for sure. Do you ever sometimes think that'll be the thing that'll get us eventually?
It's the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Because, I know we're talking about my slides, but we're going on tangents of like finally being like, I probably should get like life insurance just in case.
I brought that up to you a couple episodes ago, and I've been thinking about it ever since.
I think I am going to, especially because like, quote unquote, the breadwinner. So it's like, and that I have a child. I was like, I probably should do this.
Also, isn't that like this secret to wealth now is taking out a crazy life insurance policy and just borrowing against it?
Yeah, I guess there's two different types of life insurance. So there's term, and then I can't remember what the other one is called. Term is probably what I'll end up doing, but it's more of like you only have it for like you almost like normal house insurance where you pay into it, and then like I would probably get like a 30-year term and like pay, but I would never like the only way I would ever see like money I would have to die in the 30 years. So it's more of like a actual insurance policy, and the thing of like if I were to like, pass away, the baby and Abby would be okay.
Right.
But that's only good for until like if I only got like a 30-year one until I'm 65, and then like it would just go away essentially,
which is crazy.
Which I paid into, but also like again, it's quote unquote insurance where like you hope to never have to use it, but if it does, like, so your family's. But they do have like life insurance where it's like you pay like a shit ton of money each month, and then when you die, no matter when you die, it could be, you know, within the 30 years or after the 30 years, but you're paying all the time. That's where it's like that kind of life insurance where, once you do die, you get that, you cash it out. But that also is like super expensive per month.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And so, it's just one of those things where like, oh, okay, like, you know, if I were to go, they could still pay the mortgage and, you know, buy that, like pay off the house and like not, you know, be desolate because I'm gone.
Yeah, for sure.
But I was thinking, I was like, oh, they're going to look at the podcast and like hear us, like, because of course I don't smoke cigarettes, but hear us joke about smoking cigarettes, like how cool it would look. But then also, I guess I could use that as proof, being like, see, I don't actually smoke cigarettes because
I'm not cool enough.
I'm not cool enough to smoke.
I'm a dork who doesn't smoke cigarettes and takes care of my family, unfortunately.
But also, it's like kind of an invasive thing because I you know like your health records, and you can't like. I've always been like told like from like law school stuff and shit of like don't lie to your insurance because they'll try to fuck you over any way they can.
Of course they will. That's what they're good at.
Yeah, and so that's why you always want to be truthful and stuff. And so it's just like, very personal health questions you're giving to like not a doctor, which feels weird. But,
yeah.
And then
I mean, when you get denied for health insurance reasons, it's not a doctor that's doing it. It's the insurance company. So
it's true.
They're not doctors. They have doctors on site who look at your stuff, but ultimately it's generally denied before it even gets to them.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That is part of, I guess, health insurance, because Obamacare made it like they have to give you health insurance. Doesn't mean they have to use it.
Doesn't mean they have to approve things or pay for things. My favorite thing that they do, my favorite trick of insurance companies, health insurance particularly, is they will provide you with an authorization for services and then just not pay and say, we didn't say we'd pay for it. And they put in tiny little letters at the bottom of every authorized service. Authorization does not guarantee payment from this company.
That feels so sketchy, but.
And then they bill the client, the person who's trying to get healthcare services covered. They just bill them. They go, send it to them. We're not paying.
Sounds about right.
Yep. It's perfect. Anyways, back to Bluey, shall we?
Back to Bluey. Now some fun, serious stuff. No, not quite yet. Why people like it? Kind of when I went into about like how it doesn't feel, it feels authentic, doesn't feel like gimmicky. It respects kids' emotions, so like actually takes into account like what a kid feels. So like actually like a lot of kids shows nowadays are just like very like fast cut and like brain rot. TikTok,
it almost gives
YouTube.
You a headache.
Yeah. Blue is actually like super relaxed. Like we just always have it kind of in the background sometimes. Just as like sound. It's actually pretty funny of a show as well. And not overstimulation. Like, you know, a lot of kids shows, like there are some really bad kids shows like that will rot the baby's brain. And he's already going to have a tough time because he's probably going to be dyslexic as well. High production, and then deep emotional themes hidden in plain sight. So there's like a lot of layers, which I'll get into here. So episodes that deal with adult themes that are like kind of hidden in it. They like it's got layers, man.
Okay,
it's got layers. So like, should I just say spoilers? You're not gonna watch this, are you?
I was planning on it.
Okay, you still should. I'm not gonna get. So the onesie episode talks about like, I'll give very quick. Chili, the mom, her sister comes over and is like, "Hey, you don't come over very often," and it like turns out like you learn through the episode, it's like not like thrown in your face, but like you can very much tell like, oh, the sister can't get pregnant and really wants to have a kid.
Oh, so she's like, not coming over because she's busy fucking.
No, she's not coming over because she gets really sad seeing her nieces and can't have a baby and really wants a baby.
So jealousy
or just like sadness, I guess, of being like, oh,
me just not getting it.
No, exactly.
This jealous bitch.
Yeah.
It's okay, though, because she's a dog.
Yes.
We call them, to use the parlance of our time.
Mm-hmm. The show, that episode's really good. Like, briefly mentions that, like, the mom had a miscarriage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also interesting. Baby Race is about, like, imposter syndrome, more for, like, people who are parents, of being like, it is kind of crazy. Like, they just, like, let you leave the hospital with this, like, baby, and they're like, good luck, guys.
Have
Don't
fun.
kill it.
Yeah.
And then, which is kind of funny, because, like, anytime Abby was ever worried of being, like, with the baby, being like, are we doing this wrong? I was like, okay, think how dumb people are, and they may, like, their kids are okay. And she's
Isn't
like,
it crazy that there's no test, there's no things that you have to pass to have your own baby, but to take someone else's baby and, adopt them or something, there's all these things that you have to do. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, here you are, dumb person. Like, yeah. And so let's see. Granddad's a really good episode about, like, aging parents, and, like, it's just that one gets a good cry sometimes. Yeah. That one's really good. Space is about unresolved trauma, also, like, really well, like, art done. Whale watching is one of my favorites. So the whole premise of the episode, yes, actually, callback,
unintentional callback.
The parents are just really fucking hungover, and they don't want to. All they want to do is lay there, and
I love it.
And so they pretend to be whales, so the kids can go whale watching.
Which, by the way, is one of the main reasons I don't have kids.
Is you're too hungover. It is miserable trying to do anything hungover when a baby is around.
Pick me up. No.
Vomit.
Yeah.
Stump Fest is a funny episode, because they are just, like, the whole episode surrounded of the dad, his brother, and the neighbor, who are on the previous slide, are just trying to get a stump out of the ground.
Okay.
And they're just, like, having a party about it.
And everybody's standing and watching and saying how they would do it.
Kind of. And, like, they're, like, fighting and teasing each other. Mm-hmm. And, like, the whole premise is, like, the kids are watching it, and then they realize, like, oh no, the dads are just playing as well.
Okay.
And then I just like this last one, Smoochy Kiss, is the name of the episode. But the dad accidentally pees on his own foot, and so he washes it in the sink.
As you do.
Yes. And so
that's just an episode about hand washing.
Or, just your kids being grossed out by you.
Oh, sure.
So that's what happens. Okay, let's see if this plays. So I talked about how good the writing is, and I think I sent you this clip.
Are we going to get taken down for this? We have to give them credit, I think.
Sure, we'll give them credit. I don't know how the YouTube algorithm will work. We'll figure it out. Worst case,
I think if it's copywritten, you can't play it.
Should we roll the dice?
Do it.
Worst case, sorry, listeners or watchers. YouTube got mad at us.
Yep.
So it turns out that Winston's dad is the unsung hero of the sign. Hi, I'm Alice, and I was a layout artist on Bluey Season 2. A layout artist is you get all of the backgrounds, the props, the characters, you make sure that the composition's looking lovely, the camera works, to make it look more realistic. I make up little stories for them, it's really fun. One of my favourite story arcs that I've orchestrated, and my most favourite, is Winston's dad.
Lovely jubbly.
I was laying out the Hammer Barn episode, and so I had characters all walking around the aisles, and then I got to Winston's dad, and I was like, this guy needs 2 sausages. I'm just going to give him 2. So you can see him in Mr. Monkey Jocks, and on Circus, he's getting his old democracy sausage. So, of course, Baby Race, down on the Gold Coast. Movies, dance mode, venturing out, he's eating some alfalfa. And then I'm like, I'm going to make him go on some dates. So in a quiet game, then he's on a different date with someone in a cafe. With my hand over to Jen, I'm your layout artist. I said, and the most important thing to do for layout is to look after Winton's dad and, give him a storyline. So she's like, I'm going to make it my own. And he's going to stop his dating for a sec. It's not working. He needs to work on himself. So you can see him reading the Book of Calm from Ragdoll, that Bandit reads in Ragdoll. In Promises, he's sitting on a bench reading his Book of Calm. The legacy lives on. He's his own thing. It's part of the story. So it turns out that Winton's dad is the unsung hero of the sign. So when the dogs with no eyes, obviously they were supposed to be buying the healer's house, they kind of weren't sure because they didn't have a pool, and they're looking in the binoculars, looking around, and they see a house for sale. They see it has a pool, and they're like, perfect. And that's the reason why the healers don't sell their house. And we know that Winton's dad has a pool because in Helicopter, Bluey's flying along and Winton's hanging on the edge and he's like, drop me over my dad's house, he has a pool. But little did you know, if you look carefully, you can see Bluey's dad hugging Terry's mum and he's moving out, he's falling in love, he's got the happy ending. So it all links up together. And I'm just so happy for him. And it all started with a snag. You're welcome.
So it's all connected, essentially. Like there's a storyline for each character.
Kind of, yeah. And like, again, like she was talking about, that was just a throwaway background character. So like,
that's awesome.
Witten is like one of the kids who goes to school with Bluey, and he like mentions like offhand a few times, like his parents are divorced and like his dad doesn't live with his mom. And then they didn't show it, but like in a few different episodes, you see like the dad, kind of like that. The dad's in the background, and like it's just a full character story that is like, I wouldn't even say like a B level. It's like a C or D level of how many layers the show has.
Like it doesn't matter to the story at all, but they still took the time to do it.
They still took the time to do the background and give that a full story.
That's pretty cool.
I'm like, that's too fucking good of writing. Like,
yeah,
I was angry at how good it was.
Especially when you know that each episode's only 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to spend time creating that stuff, but they did it.
And it's only 3 seasons, and they did that in 3 seasons.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. You're convincing me.
Yeah. All right. These are my favorite episodes. Cricket, that one has made me cry. I will admit. That's how good it is.
Getting you to cry in 7 minutes is pretty good.
Yeah, it's a one. If you look on like Reddit of the Bluey subreddit, it's the one where like it's definitely top for one of the ones that makes you cry, and so it's one of my favorites. Rain is very good. It's one of those kind of episodes where there's like no dialogue, and it's just like very good.
Nice. Okay.
Sleepy Time's also very good because it's very like artsy in a good way, like really well like production. And then Facey Talk is one of my favorite ones, just because again I mentioned Muffin's my favorite character.
Yeah, and
she just fucking goes apeshit, and it's the best part. So the whole episode's from the viewpoint of, so like Muffin's on an iPad, and then the healer sisters, so Bluey and Bingo, are on a like tablet, and they're like FaceTiming each other. And Muffin's dad's like, hey, no, like you can't be on the iPad anymore. And so the whole episode is like him trying to catch her, but it's the viewpoint of her running with the tablet.
I like that.
It's just so funny. And so,
those videos are always funny where the kid gets the phone and starts running.
Yep. And so it's like that, but an episode.
Nice. I like that.
And yeah, I didn't talk about it, but the soundtrack fucking bangers.
Yeah, you've brought that up a couple of times. I'm curious to that's the real reason I want to watch, is for the music.
The music is fantastic. Like,
was that the end of your slideshow?
Yep, that was under my.
You didn't make a thanks for coming. You didn't make an ending slide.
Questions? Just a slide
open forum.
Well, do you have any questions?
No, I think I asked them all during.
Well, you're
the
a shitty audience. Then.
Yeah,
no.
That's true. I just interrupted the presentation multiple times.
That's true. That's actually probably better than waiting to the end to have questions. I'm trying to think of anything else worth mentioning. Robert Irwin is a voice in an
That's
episode.
Right. I did remember that. Yeah.
So that one's pretty good. I'm trying to think of any other famous people that I know of. Not really. It's very Australian in like the best way possible. Like they just have like very good Australian culture stuff. That's like, again, the very small details that are like, so like they have one episode. It's called Hammer Barn, which is like they go to the hardware store. The hardware store in Australia is called Bunnings. That's like after. And one of the things they do is like every weekend outside of the hardware store, they have like a sausage sale, like a hot dog stand, but it's like sausages, but it's like ran by people like raising money for like, you know, youth organizations, be it like a team or like, you know, like fundraiser stuff. And they have that in an episode of them getting a sausage as they're walking into the store. I was like,
that's cool.
Oh, a lot of American people are not. And there's also one episode that Disney Plus has banned in America.
Oh, yeah? Did they do blackface?
Yes. The dogs with blackface.
They did Doberman face?
No, it's an episode where the Bingo finds her old like fucking
Nemo.
Yes, baby carrier, like chest baby carrier, like a baby Bjorn, and like the dad wears it, and like they, you know, pretend that the dad gives birth to Bingo.
Okay.
And Disney Plus in America was like, can't have that. Can't be confusing kids thinking.
Can't have men giving birth.
Yep, none of that allowed. And so
not on God's greatest country.
But of course, in true Aussie fashion, like, you fucking cunts, we'll just release it on YouTube.
Right.
And so,
well, yeah. I am going to go watch it right now.
You should start with episode 1. I think it's called Keepy Uppy. Or no, it's I've seen them all way too many times. No, Keepy Uppy is number 2. The first episode, I think it's called like Freeze or something. But
Bluey gets racist. It's just Always Sunny, but Bluey. Always Bluey.
A crossover we didn't know. Hey, they're both owned by Disney at this point.
That's true.
They had a crossover with Abbott Elementary.
That's true. Good point.
Just, what kind of dogs do you think they would be?
The gang?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Frank would be like a pug.
Yeah, Frank is absolutely a pug that shouldn't still be alive, but just is hanging on. You know? I don't know dog breeds well enough, I don't think.
That's true.
To know that. I would say Charlie is probably one of those little yippy ones, not a Chihuahua, but like the ones that like are long-haired Chihuahuas.
Long hair. I was thinking
like
more
a
of like
terrier.
A Jack Russell Terrier.
Yeah, like a small terrier is what Charlie would be, I think.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the other ones. Dee would still somehow be a bird.
Yeah, absolutely. They nailed it with her being an ostrich.
She would be an emu.
Yeah, emu. Yeah, Mac would be an otter.
I'm trying to think of like a big dog that's actually not scary.
That's a good one. Saint Bernard.
Yeah, McBoyles would just be like cats.
Yes, that is actually true. All right, scratch everything else we've ever wanted to work on. This is what we're working on now.
A fanfic crossover of. How many listeners do you think are still listening to this after a full? I think you asked me like, oh, how long will you go over this like PowerPoint? I was like, maybe 10, 15 minutes, half an hour later.
Yeah, I'm not listening to this anymore.
It's going to be taken down regardless because we played a 2-minute clip from
YouTube. We'll just have to give them credit. I'll put the link in the bio, but
yeah,
I am going to go watch Bluey now. So
yeah, we'll do next episode. We'll do a did you like it or not?
Yeah,
if you got 154 episodes to watch,
I can do it. They're only 7 minutes. That's like 30 minutes.
That's true. When you think about it, yeah, it's a season is really only like 20 episodes, I guess. Less than that, but
yeah. So I'm gonna go do that now, and I'll let you know if your PowerPoint converted me.
It will.
It definitely will. And until then, make sure you guys go support local dining and like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.